Cathy Vartuli from Intimacy Dojo, reading one of our amazing watcher listeners' comments while I spit everywhere.
Someone wrote and said, "Hi Cathy, I've been watching you and Reid's video for the past 3 months and I'm grateful for the helpful tips that you give so generously. You cannot imagine the comfort, peace, and clarity that those videos brought to my life and some of my friends also. There's one thing that I have some confusion I'm trying to figure out. So when is it not okay when you're not at a poly party or
Polyamory.
if you're not at a party or an event where it's having multiple flirts or whatever is prearranged or understood. What do you do when someone hits on your boyfriend or girlfriend? So I guess from what I understand, if you're in a more monogamous setting and someone comes up probably in a monogamous frame, and they hit on your boyfriend or girlfriend, is there a practical way to show the other person that it's not okay, or is it just not best to do anything and just appreciate the person in a gracious way? Okay,
that's the question?
Yes.
All right, let's answer that question. I'm Reid Mihalko, for those of you who haven't figured it out yet. Readaboutsex.com, and a little bit of jackass.
Often, but wonderful too.
Thank you. You're very kind too. Yeah. I'll let you answer this first before I ruin the answer.
Okay. So he doesn't always like my answers completely, but I think part of it is talking to your partner ahead of time and figuring out what your relationship agreements are. Mm-hmm. So if you're because even if you're in a poly relation, you may be in a very open relationship, but you could still have boundaries where, if you and your partner have you're in a triad, it can be a poly relationship, but it can still be closed. You can be agreed not to flirt with other people, and deciding what's a yes for you with other people. Some people like to agree with their partner before they take anything further, so flirting may or may not be on the table. So deciding with your partner ahead of time what's agreeable in your relationship and what's not, it could be really useful. And then it might be up to that person to say, hey, it might not be up to you to say, hey, that's my boyfriend, back off, or that's my girlfriend, hey, don't scare me.
That's awesome.
Oh my God, he's never going to stop now. He just ate chocolate-covered espresso beans, and I apologize in advance. You're going to do it, aren't you? Oh. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Look at his face. It might be up to your partner to say, hey, listen, I'm in a committed relationship. I think that it's very traditional. We've been taught we have to protect our, if this is my boyfriend, I have to guard and make sure no one gets in there.
Box out. That's cool.
Yeah. But I am so sorry.
Answer the question.
I didn't know he was going to eat those. So, when you and your partner have agreement on what's allowed and what's not allowed, it might be for him to say or her to say, hey, I'm with this person, and flirting is not on the table, or it's cool to flirt, but I want you to know that my partner's right here.
Or you have to flirt with both of us if you're going to flirt with any of us.
Whatever the agreement is.
Okay.
So
that's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. I like that answer. This is awesome. Yeah, I mean, so my answer is you can't control other people's behaviors, even those of the ones you love. So understand that, but you certainly can't, stop people from flirting, with your partner or even with you in normal situations, whether it's a social situation, whether it's work, whether it's whatever, right? So first understand from yourself, break down what flirting means to you or what you make it mean, because culturally, like you said, we're taught to kind of protect our territory.
Right, and it kind of implies that your partner is not capable or an adult who can take care of himself.
Well, but then there's also, there's also this understanding, it's not that they can't take care of themselves, it's that they won't be able to stop themselves. Oh. So, because again, remember, we're all still reeling from our parents and culture freaking out that we went through puberty and turned into sexual beings. Somehow we weren't sexual beings when we were running around naked, pulling on our junk when we were 4 and humping things. So So the idea is, one, everyone's going to lose control. So we can't flirt because it will go too far.
Yeah, out of control spiral.
Right? Which is from a culture of, bad touch, like show me on the doll where they touch, where the bad touch happened.
Yeah.
It's never like, Jane, Jimmy, show us an adult where they touched you good and it felt great and life became ecstatic and you saw the stars and the universe come to, like,
yeah. When you were playing doctor with Jimmy from next door.
We never talk about it like that. And, everyone has weird family histories and just childhood histories. So, like, sex is weird in our culture because we make it weird. Mm-hmm. Flirting is associated with sex. Mm-hmm. That's why it gets weird. And you have a right to feel comfortable or uncomfortable about stuff. That's all. So, have a conversation with yourself about what flirting means and what you're concerned about or confused about so that you can have a more clear conversation with your partners about, hey, these are some of the things I noticed for myself around flirting. How about you? Yeah. And then you're having a conversation about, like, so when we're at events, poly or not, mm-hmm. right? Because the way I'm reading the question or hearing it is, well, in poly situations, flirting maybe is okay, but in non-poly situations, it's not. Or
in a lot, from my experience, in a poly community, there's a lot more. You can talk about things a little more openly. You can say, hey, I am in a relationship and flirting's okay, but I've agreed with my partner, I'm not going to sleep with someone else unless whatever it is.
Monogamous people can flirt too and it still be okay.
Yeah.
So my question is, regardless of the situation, what is the policy for you guys as a couple mm-hmm. about when people flirt with you or when you want to flirt with people, and what do you guys make that mean? And how can you leave each other feeling loved, honored, and cherished? Mm-hmm. When you're feeling loved, honored, and cherished, usually there's a lot more space for people to be playful and have fun with other people, which in my book, being playful and having fun with other people, like, that's flirting. Mm-hmm. Like, you're flirting, you're playing, you're having fun. It doesn't have to lead anywhere. Yeah. And then, if it is appropriate for you to flirt and have it lead somewhere, you should tell everybody that, hey, I'm flirting with you, and just, in my relationships, I can flirt and have this go somewhere.
And no one's going to get it.
Is that okay, or should we just flirt and it's not going to go anywhere? Mm-hmm. Like, so it's really about checking in, which is kind of a black belt move. Yeah. But monogamous or not, checking in with people and being like, I'm feeling really playful with you, mm-hmm. and it might occur to you as flirting, so I'm cool with flirting with you, but I think we should just define our terms. Yeah. So how would you like to do that? And you can be playful even with that geeky kind. Like, for me, that's a very geeky approach, but it's telling everybody what's going on.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I found a really fun way to, I was flirting with someone at an event, very lighthearted. Like, there wasn't any, like, let's jump each other's bones, but I hugged him goodbye, and I was like, it was so fun flirting with you. And his face lit up. It was really fun.
Well, because we would love, like, so many of us still have that 6th, 5th, 7th grade kind of thing of, like, it would be fun if people just liked being playful with me. Yeah. You don't even have to like them, or they like you. Like, it's just fun.
Yeah. There is a video on Loved, Honored, and Cherished in this channel.
It is? Yeah. Awesome.
He did one. That's a good one.
Smart thinking about that.
Yeah. And Reid has some great articles about it on his website, too.
Yeah. I hope this helps. We went in a lot of different directions. But, when in doubt, remember.
Oh, my God.
That's awesome.